echoing?
You got it.
We're live.
We're live.
Okay, now we're live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And you're not echoing.
I'm echoing,
I'm
but that's
echoing, but
okay.
that's okay.
All right.
Am I echoing?
No,
No. I went on my phone.
me too, but I'm
Me
still
too, but I'm
echoing.
still echoing.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
we can't hear it.
the information we have tonight is so good that we are all going to hear it twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we are the Flippin' Bunch, and tonight we're going to be talking about craft paint. And it might seem unusual that we're not doing furniture paint, but I promise you, you're going to get at least something out of this. So we tested a bunch of different craft store paints, and tonight we're going to talk about the results of our tests. So I'm going to turn it over to LaVon so she can introduce herself.
all right. Well, you might hear me twice. And if you do, I guess it's just twice as nice or twice as bad. One or the other, I'm not sure. But I'm LaVon from Statement Designs. I won't make it a long story because I know you've heard it before. But I enjoy furniture flipping, and I do enjoy doing a lot of craft projects too. So this is an interesting topic tonight. But I have the Tuesday Talk YouTube channel and the Statement Designs, and I flip furniture and sell it in consignment shops and Made by Marley brand ambassador. On to you, Dar.
Hi, I am Dar from DIYs by Dar, and I am a furniture artist. I've been doing this for the last 5 years. I am a brand ambassador for Made by Marley, and I have a store that I sell in a boutique, and I'm online as well, and that's my story.
All right.
I'm Mara. I'm from Borderline Furniture. I'm going to be your host tonight. I like furniture in all states of broken, and I like to see what I can do with those pieces that are in really bad condition or really outdated. So I like to bring those back to life. That's a great challenge, and I enjoy it. I just want to start out tonight asking those of you who are online, and then also my co-host, do you use craft paint, and how do you use it? And I know Dar's done some of this. I can think of at least one example I've seen. So I'm going to open it up with you, Dar. Go ahead and let us know. Do you use these kinds of craft paints?
Yes. And what I did was I used the Color Shift paint by Plaid or Plaid, however you say that. And I had a frog that I painted half of it white and the other half was black. And I painted both the colors kind of symmetrical from each side, going all the way around to the back. And the very first two, which were purple and blue, I guess you could say that they color shift to each other, because once I painted them on, I couldn't tell which one was the blue or the purple. So I went above the lip on the frog and the eyelid on the frog and hit it with the blue again just to see if I could see a difference. So that's it.
But have you ever used that in like furniture flipping?
Yes.
Any of these paints? And how do you use it? Do you just tint others, or?
I used the Color Shift on a piece that I did that had a lot of bugs on it. And I wanted that iridescent color on them. So I basically used it over the top of my base coat, which probably was a chalk paint when I initially based it out. So I did use it over the top, and it did give my bugs iridescent. The best color from that grouping was the green, and that came in a pack of 4 colors, which when you show the little video, it'll show you the 4 that came in the package and how I applied them on the frog, but I've used them on other pieces, or like on a dragonfly for iridescence. Anything that I can't really say I noticed the color shift that much, but I noticed iridescence more than anything with that brand of plaid paints. Plaid paints, they make so many different craft paints, and how you can tell is it's going to say plaid on the bottle, usually up at the top in the left hand corner of the initial name of the paint.
Got all my paints here. It's right there.
Yep.
I believe that's it. And this one's folk art. Okay. Lavon, do you have any, do you use these? Do you have a use for these?
Well, I was thinking to myself, no, I haven't used it for years until you said color shift. I did use the folk art color shift paint at one point, but I typically don't on furniture. As a matter of fact, it's been years, but now DecoArt is another brand of the craft paint. So when we get into that discussion, when she said plaid, I guess it's not all plaid. So there are some other brands. Folk art, though, I believe plaid makes folk art.
Yes, and we're going to get into that discussion really quick. So I may be the only one, but if I think if Crystal was here, she would probably chime in as well. And I know Dar, even though she came out, she went to Darnia, she's used this, and it wasn't a furniture project, but it was last year. We had the Halloween art challenge, and she used the glow in the dark paint. So that was more of a smalls, but as far as furniture flipping, I do use these colors to augment. So I might have a chalk paint in a certain color, and I don't have, it needs to be more gray or whatever, and I need to mix it, and I'll mix different paints and different chalk paints when I'm doing like a fill or something like that. If I have a decoupage project or whatever and I have to make those colors up, I'll use those. So that's pretty much how I use them, but I have used them to that pearlescence. So anyway, so there is a use in furniture flipping and, crafting and whatnot. And so even though Dar's not here, she got us some really good information about the Plaid Company. Whoops. There she is. She said, I want to be here for this. Whoops, here we go. And so Dar came up with this information. Can you hear all right, Dar?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep. So folk art, when you go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, there'll be a display case and it'll have all of these craft paints. And a lot of times you'll see folk art, apple barrel, or plaid paints, and I've never seen the brand Lucilla, but I've seen a lot of apple barrel and folk art, and I've always wondered what the difference was. So they're actually both done by Plaid. Let me see how I can forward that. Oh, here it is down here. Okay, so the next, come on, little image. There we go. So Plaid makes both the folk art and the apple barrel, and they have like an affordability. The price point for all of those are pretty reasonable. I've noticed with the testing I've done this week, they have matte, and they also have the gloss, the neon, the glow in the dark, the multi-surface. The surfaces that they advertise that they can paint on: wood, canvas, paper, paper mache, plastic, multi-surface, glass, metal, and we'll get into that. And all of the ones that I had used last week, the cleanup is just soap and water, but you want to make sure you get it clean right away. This one was the one that I found really interesting because when you go to the store and you see Apple Barrel versus Folk Art, you're not sure which one to get. The Apple Barrel brand is basically for beginners and it is thinner, and I can attest to that using it this week. But the cost per ounce, low price point, that's on target. That is correct. And then the Folk Art is for your intermediate crafters, and it's thicker, and it's a moderate tier price point, and it depends too on if it's your specialty paint or if it's just sort of a, I want to say run of the mill, but just your regular craft paint. Let's see. They had some, she included some top rated paint sets. There's a 12 color paint set, a 16 color, and then homegrown matte hue. So you can buy them in a, in a kit if you need to do that. I
like how they actually give you matte or multi-surface satin.
Okay. And then the last one, oh, this Usilla. I've never seen this. Have you ever seen this? And is it a paint or is it a craft?
It's a needle craft kit.
Usilla, yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen that. So I found that all interesting because when you go, like I said, a Hobby Lobby, you just don't know, is it Apple Barrel? What are you really looking for? But for me, I'm always just looking for a little extra tint. So, all right. So let me go out of this real quick. Nope. I got to figure out how to close this. Maximize. Nope.
Just click on it again.
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh.
In media access.
There we go. I got it.
You got
All
it?
right.
You got it?
Yeah. All right. So these are the types of paints that I have tested, and I know I haven't tested all of these, but there's an indoor and an outdoor, indoor-outdoor. I tested a multi-purpose. I found the multi-purpose is dishwasher safe, so I want to give that a shot. I did not do that this week. There is a terracotta paint. There's a glass paint, plastic, metal, and then there's specialty finishes like glow in the dark and some of your metallic paints. So what I did was I built a board and I tested every single paint on every single surface. So I have a video I'm going to share with you right now. Gosh, I hope it's up. Yes. And there'll be some talking and then there'll be just sort of some movement. So don't think that you dropped offline. But I'm going to show you all of the different paints that I tested. And then I did a durability check. And what else did I do at the end? I kind of, gave some, hey, I liked this and I thought this was a fail. So I'm going to share this. Hang tight here while I was just in here.
While you're pulling that up, let me just say hello to everybody because I feel like I haven't.
I got you.
I can't read comments very well or type. Having computer troubles. I'm echoing. It's a hot mess.
Are you guys hearing double out there?
I hope not. I love it when this happens. It is just a night.
Daryl said yes.
Okay. But not Mara. Just Dara and I are echoing, right?
All right. Does everybody see the video? Are we up?
Video's up.
Yes? can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
This is my test board, and the first three paints are plain craft paints, followed by multi-surface and specialty paints. I'll be painting aluminum cans, raw with tongue depressors, glass beads, styrofoam cup, plastic from a laundry detergent bottle. The small circle is air dry clay and glossy trim. I also included a pre-primed board since I paint a lot of primed surfaces.
Now that trim at the bottom was just a glossy trim that I didn't sand or anything. And then here's the pre-primed board. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good, very good. I know we've had videos in the past where
But your video was doubled.
Yeah.
my videos what?
Doubled.
It's echoing.
Oh no.
Coverage and color test. These are the results after the first layer of paint. I grouped all three general craft paints together. Reminder, this is only the first layer of paint. For this experiment, I will only be doing 2 layers of paint.
So if you didn't hear that, this is the first layer, and that I only did 2 layers, but you're only looking at the first layer right now. And those are the craft paints. And these
Next 3 are multi-surface paint, then the specialty paints, metallic silver and color shift paint.
So the one on the left is going to be the multi-surface, and then the 2 in the 2 on the other end are the metallics. And they do not have very good coverage, as you can see.
Finally, these are the last of the specialty paints, terracotta, outdoor, glow in the dark, and plastic. Durability and adhesion. 24 hours after the second paint application, I used a fork to test each paint for durability and adhesion. The aluminum cans didn't do very well in the scratch test, except for the terracotta and, surprisingly, the plastic paint. All the paint on the raw wood did okay, but none of the paint on the glass bead survived. The styrofoam cut pieces were next followed by pieces of the plastic laundry detergent bottle. The small circles of air dry clay. Although they are porous, none of the painted surfaces survived the scratch test. All the painted surfaces on the glossy panel did pretty good, and the primed panel surfaces didn't have any peeling paint, but you could see where the fork scratched on the surface. Findings. So what did I discover? Glow in the dark paint. Really glows in the dark. The cheap craft paints held up on styrofoam as well as the other more expensive paints. The multi-surface paint didn't adhere on metal as well as the plastic paint or terracotta paint. Plastic paint doesn't work on plastic. Maybe it helps if you wait the recommended 30-day cure time. Multi-surface paint and outdoor paints failed the glossy trim challenge. Additionally, outdoor paint is terrible on plastic. That's all, folks.
All right. All right, I'm back. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because you guys were there quiet for a second. You guys are just mesmerized, right?
We're afraid to talk.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
We're trying not to echo.
I want to say about the paint is the cure time for paint. Because that really puts it in a different ballpark. If you wait for chalk paint, it can be 30 up to 30 days before you do a scratch test.
True. Some of these were 24 hours, 48, and admittedly with that plastic paint, it said 30 days for it to cure. So I did want to, thank you for bringing that up. So I don't know if it was an epic fail, but I thought that was interesting that multi-surface paint on metal did not do as well as plastic paint on metal. So anyway, just something to think about. I mean, there's glass paint for glass, but all of the ones that I tested did not do very well on glass, and that's why we prime. And there are things that you can use to, prep glass for paint. So actually right now with that being done, I'm just going to turn it over to one of you, Dar or Lavon, if you want to go and present your findings or your video, or wait, or do you want me to just...
Yeah, you have them in the media assets.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go with this first one.
This is
yours,
gallery
Lavon.
glass. So you can buy these strips that simulate lead. They have adhesive on them, and you just apply them. I've had this gallery glass stuff for a long time, and I have a pattern that I used before on an actual window, and I have that underneath my piece of glass. I just have a piece of glass from a frame. So I'm just applying this leading, which is super easy to do. You just want to make sure you get the seams right. And now as I'm reviewing this, if I recall correctly, where those intersections are, you can use some of the black paint or the leading. You can buy the leading in the bottle, which I'm attempting to do here. And then you can put a little dot at those seams, and it kind of looks like real leaded glass. So here's the thing. As I mentioned, this product is really old, so it's separated. I didn't go out and buy new gallery glass for this test. I've used it before, so I'm able to kind of work with it and tell you. But so I'm squeezing that out of the bottle, and my recommendation is, I love this product. It's great, but I don't use old product because it will separate. The instructions tell you not to shake it. So I still did because it was just so separated. Essentially, I feel like what gallery glass paint is paint mixed with glue, or glue with a sort of colorant. Because as you'll be able to see at the very end when we do scratch tests, this is meant to be a temporary solution. if you want to do a stained glass effect, or if you want to do something in a bathroom where you don't want a window treatment and you just want the privacy, this is a great solution. And the reason I say it's temporary is because when you're tired of looking at it, it'll last for years though. I've had it before. But when you're tired of looking at it, you can simply peel it right off the glass, and the glass is pretty and clean as ever. So, as you can see, what's coming out of that bottle is kind of nervous little lines, I guess you could say. They're not smooth, so it may look authentic, but I got tired of that and went back to the remaining strips of leading that I had, because nobody's got time for all that. I cut out so much video. Now, I also squeezed the clear on. I was having trouble. So normally I'd just use the nozzle and use it to manipulate the paint around. But here I just took a palette knife and I'm just kind of spreading it around. And what you do here is going to give it the texture. So think about gallery glass, or not gallery glass, but think about stained glass and the kind of texture you want on it. So after doing the rest of the color, here's what we're left with, and then you'll see the results. So this is simply a glass jar with that same pattern underneath it. And now I'm using just the regular glass paint, and I painted in. I used a brush, and I'm letting that dry, and then I'll attempt to add leading.
Okay, I put leading in air quotes because I was using a different type of paint. But let me review the gallery glass. And I see Bonnie's comment that she had it looking great for over 20 years, but the sun did fade it a little. But so here's what it looks like. I just took the glass out of a picture frame and then took the backing out and put it back in again. But if you can see, it just gave that texture, that clear part where I, did that, what you saw me doing in the video. I mean, that's what you get. And then the white, those other colors were okay. They came out all right. Like I said, the paint was old. The blue over here didn't come out that great. And it wasn't coming out of the bottle that great. No. Again, I'll just repeat that new product would be a great job. So that's the one, and like I said, you can peel it. You can just peel that right off. I'm not going to, because I'm just going to keep it here. But you could, because it's just kind of like you could imagine putting glue on glass. And you could just take your fingernail and just start a corner and peel it off in a sheet. So that's that. And back in the day, whenever I got this gallery glass, and by the way, sorry for the noise. By the way, gallery glass is made by Plaid. So these, I wouldn't buy the big bottles unless you're planning on using them right away. But these ones I bought like on sale, and they were probably old whenever I got them. So that kind of explains that. But there was a book, and it had all kinds of little patterns in it, that you could use on windows. So that one I loved, and I used over and over again. So that's that paint. But then let me get this out of the way, and then let me show you the other glass paint. All right. So I bought these from Amazon, and it came in a box of 9. And I forget what I paid for it. I want to say $12 or $13. But it's called Deco Glass Paint. So there's other paint that says stained glass paint. You can buy Deco or stained glass paint too. And I would imagine that would be like the gallery glass. But this simply says that it is glass and glazed ceramic paint. So I had a glass jar, and I put that pattern inside the jar. This is one coat of this paint. So I would get a more intense color, obviously, if I did another coat. So I'm gonna go ahead and scratch it, and yes, it comes off. So there you have it. I mean, it went on okay, and most people aren't gonna scratch their glassware that they just painted. But if you're looking for durability, this isn't it. Okay, so those are my findings. If you have any questions, let me know, and somebody else might have to look at it on the comments, because I'm on the phone now and I can't see comments that well.
Let's see. All right, so here is Dar's presentation. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it's not in here. So what paint was that, Dar?
Color shift
Color shift. Okay.
by Plaid.
Let's see. Was it like this one? Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. I got the black and gold, so
Yeah, you could see the purple and the blue kind of color shift to each other.
yeah. Did you do a durability, or what do you think of the coverage?
Coverage, you need more than one coat. Scratch test, of course it's scratched off, but that was with no top coat.
Yeah. But I'm wondering if the top coat on those would not do very well if you top coated them.
If you use matte,
Color shift.
matte will take it down.
Yeah. So, so I'm thinking, I'm sorry. For those, I'm thinking here's my board right here, this one right here. And, you could see it in the video, but when you see it live, the prime board, none of these with the fork scratched off. Like, I didn't get any paint peeling or anything, so... you can see where it scratched it with a fork, but I think if you scratched anything with a fork that didn't have a top coat, you would have those fork marks. So I just wanted to say that prime surfaces really do make a difference when it comes to these paints. And so, okay. All right. So I already covered the specialty paints. And I just kind of wanted to go through. I know we're running a little ahead of schedule, but I wanted to get a go or no go. Like, what are your final rankings? What do you think? Dar, what do you think about the paint you used, the color shift? Was that a go or a no go?
A go.
A go. Okay.
If you want iridescent.
Okay. Yeah. And I wonder if you had a base coat of something else, if you coated that over it, if it would make it more intense.
It works. my base coat was not the same color. So couple coats of the color shift does the trick.
Okay. And let me see, because the color shift that I used, even after 2 coats, I didn't think that. Let me look at it again. I have it sitting here. I don't know, I guess it depends on the surface, you know. The metallic surface, I didn't think it stuck to it very well, but anyway, okay. And definitely not on the wood piece that I did. However, this one it did. Anyway, okay, so final ranking, the color shift is a go. But you got to use more than 1 coat. All right.
Yeah.
Deco Art. Okay. Deco Art glass.
The Deco Art glass, I used it again, but again, I didn't give this 30 days to cure, so maybe it wouldn't scratch off in 30 days. But the colors that were here are very bright and primary, and I suppose they have their place, but I much prefer the gallery glass. Like I said, this probably has its place, but I'm not in love with it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, the gallery glass, the clear, that I thought that was like barrel glass. That was a really cool product. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we discussed that one. Okay, now I have some goes and some no-goes. So terracotta, this is kind of like more like a chalk paint, and I'm gonna use it on a ceramic piece and give you some feedback. But I really liked this. I thought it adhered well, and it had pretty good coverage. So I'm gonna give that a go. The plastic, I'm gonna have to find some plastic and let it sit for 30 days. But I'm kind of, if I do it and I give it 30 days and it doesn't work, I'm gonna put this in the no-go pile. Color shift and metallic, these two. The price point was pretty high. This one was $1.99, but this one was $4.99. And I don't know if you, and I got this at Hobby Lobby. So for these, I would not just go out and paint something. I don't think I would just go out and, I would probably use these for accenting maybe. So I'm gonna kind of put that in the almost no-go pile. Okay, outdoor, I'm gonna do a test, and I'm gonna paint something, and I'm gonna cover 1/2, and I'm gonna leave it outside in the Texas sun for about 30 days, and then I'll get back to you guys on this one to see if it fades, because I'm gonna be really curious how it works, and I need to make sure I get the full cure time. But for the applications that I did here, I don't know. I think I got to use it on outdoor, but you know, it had okay coverage, but it definitely does not like plastic. So if you have something plastic and you're going to put it outside, I'm not sure it's going to work for you. That's a no-go. Multi-surface, actually, compared to these 3 cheaper brands, I thought that these performed as well, if not better, than multi-surface, and I think I paid about $179, $199. I think, guys, I got them 2 different stores, Walmart and Hobby Lobby. So, okay, so of these 3, these are the 2 lower end price points. They were super cheap. They were like 48, 59 cents a piece. And then this one was the $1.99 Folk Art, which this one is the one that's a little bit higher end than the Apple Barrel, which is the one designed for kids. But the showstopper for me was actually this 48 cents, I think, at Walmart Crafters. I thought that this one performed or outperformed some of the other paints that I had, even though it was thin. So just because it's cheap, I don't know. Sometimes you might want to give it a try. So that was my shocker. So this one totally was a go for me. So
Good
I
to
mean, not that
know.
I would go to it, but I'm just saying for the price, for the money, I thought that was a good deal. So, all right. So that kind of wraps up everything that I had to say about that. And I was really surprised about how well you could paint styrofoam because I always thought you couldn't do that. But all the
Yeah.
paints that I tried on styrofoam were like, and all the paints I tried on glass scratched off. So that is.
Do you want to show the upcoming challenges and the?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's start with this one. This one is the Anything Goes. Dar, do you want to tell us about the Anything Goes?
Not really.
Oh. Okay.
Anything you want to make, furniture, do it, and be happy.
Okay. So this is like a freestyle. It has nothing to do with flowers, other than
No.
there's flowers on the pictures. But if you want to put flowers on it, you just go right ahead. And so that
Sure,
challenge is August 29th. And is the playlist up yet?
No,
Oh, okay.
probably
It
not
will
till Crystal gets back.
Okay, so it's not up yet, but it will be. Okay. So let's talk about the Eco Challenge. I think there's another one. There's a new one coming up, but we've announced this in the past. This is my annual Eco Challenge. And it's sort of, it's going to be Halloween related, but in this one, it's a Tim Burton tribute. So any Tim Burton movie you can use for inspiration. And the focus this year is going to be on eco paint. So in your presentation, just make sure that you highlight what's eco about the paint you're using. Maybe encourage us to use paint that is more environmentally friendly. And then this is the new one, and I'm going to let Levon, I don't see her, but I'm going to let Levon talk about this one. This is a new challenge that just came up.
Well, the funny thing is, I can't see it.
Oh.
But it's The Ugly Duckling, and this is hosted by Corey from Desert DIY. And let me see if I can pull it up on my screen because I can't see the date. But it's a Wednesday. It's an August, and I think it slips in right before the Anything Goes challenge, right?
26.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's,
Between a computer that's not working and using the phone up there, I'm not my usual, give an answer self.
I'm really
So yeah, I'm
feeling
looking
for
forward to that
Jory
one.
this
She's been
week.
doing that one for a while, and then she took a break from it, and glad she's back.
Yeah. How many of these have you guys entered?
Oh my. With the Ugly Duckling, I was pulling up videos from I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Same.
Yeah.
I know I've done at least 2 of these. At least 2. So that'll be good times. I'm glad she's going to be hosting this one. So.
She has a big following.
Yeah, she does. And there's also, another Garden Girls challenge, but that's
Let me close
that's
this.
later on. We don't even have a graphic for it yet, but co-hosting that with Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling. So that'll be coming up in the fall.
Would you say garden challenge? It's in September, I think.
Yeah,
the
it's
12th.
Garden Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so when I watched that challenge, there was different. And maybe I didn't get the expectation because I thought you had to make something, but it could be that you show off your garden. Is that kind of
Yeah, it's kind of anything garden, and like DIY projects in the garden, but it's also all about the garden too. So
Okay. Yeah. Man, I have never had this happen before that we are so far ahead of time. So,
Well, I think that's fine because we are just torturing everybody.
are we? Okay. Yeah. I see.
well, maybe Mara, if you can pull up under banners, the text.
There we go.
Oh, go ahead. You can go ahead with comments. I can't see them.
Yeah. Okay. So Bronny said she made DIY glass paint with her kids in the past, and she just mixed acrylic with clear glue for stained glass effects. And it's fine inside of a protected piece, but of course it's not durable, which is pretty much everything that we experienced with, like.
Now, did you have to bake that in the oven, Bronny? Because I've seen that where you put food coloring in glue and then you bake it.
She's not responded yet, but she said she didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but here's another comment that Bronny made that I do agree with. She said she didn't know if she already said this, but you can use cheap acrylics to tint your chalk paint, which is how I use these on furniture. So yeah, so I appreciate having these, and I paint a lot of black. That's why I bought all the black ones, because I thought if they don't paint well, I know where I'm going to put them. Yeah, that was a good comment. Thank you, Bronny. So what type of paint is called gallery glass? That's from Gretchen.
That type of paint, I think, is called gallery glass. So it's
Like name brand.
like I said, it's kind of like a glue. I'm just pulling it up here. I'm sorry. That's the clear. It's white. It's just says a clear stained glass look. For windows, glass, mirrors, apply vertically or horizontally.
Is that the name brand?
It's been around forever.
Is that the
Because I
name
remember
brand?
using this like in the 80s.
Oh, I guess that's the name brand then, gallery glass. Yeah, Bronny commented that she used it over 20 years ago, and she's not had any issues, but it will fade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody else have a use for these craft paints? I know when we started out, we all talked about that, but I didn't get to see the online comments till now, but I was just wondering if anybody online right now has any other use for these different craft paints other than, the specialty paints or tinting chalk paint.
Small.
Nope, I guess not. All right. And then I know I didn't get to talk about this craft paint too much, but this one's the glow-in-the-dark paint. I was really surprised because it doesn't go on very thick. Like, I had to do a couple of coats before I could even really see it. And I set it outside in the sun thinking, this probably isn't going to work. Good. And I went back to pick up the board, and I could see it outside. Like I was really shocked. So, and I know Dar, you used it on your Halloween picture last year.
I use powder.
Oh, you used a powder. Okay.
In acrylic, gel, medium.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this one's it'll fool you because you'll think that it's not coating, but it is. So to answer my question, Bronny said she uses them on detailing and over dry clay pieces. So I'm going to give that a shot because I have a dried clay. Of course, my air dry clay pieces did not do well, so I'm thinking I might, before I paint that terracotta on there, I might do a small spot and do a scratch test on it and double check the directions, but I don't think there's any cure time, I don't recall. So anyway, all right. Wow, we really ran through this, and I feel like we lost a little bit of air this time because of the feedback loop. So I feel so bad.
You might want to bring the text number up under banners.
Okay. Yep. You know what? I always forget this. Okay. And this is it. If you have any questions or you want any more information about what was presented tonight, you can text Levon at 814-515-4905 and she can get you, I'm sorry, and this one's just to get you a reminder for the show.
Right. Yeah, because I don't monitor the number.
Yes, that's true. And then, you know what? There's the other one, the Facebook.
Gmail.
Oh, the email. Yeah. What are you
It's
flipping?
not on a banner, I don't think, on mine, but it's flippinbunch at gmail.com.
Okay. I'm not the administrator, obviously. I'm just so I'll have to remember that one. I was looking for a banner here, so okay.
All right. Well, thanks for putting up with us for an hour with this echo.
We apologize. We tried.
Yeah.
I'm the only one not echoing, so
StreamYard should apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Bronny had one more hint. She said use Mod Podge over your clay before painting. So I'm going to give that one a try. Because I have 2 more clay pieces
Good idea.
sitting around here somewhere. So, all right. Well, I hope this was helpful for everybody.
I can show you something.
Oh, well, please do. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Is that the Made by Marley paper?
Yeah.
Did that
Oh, that's
just
looking
come
good.
in? Is that the new one?
Old one.
Oh, it's the old one.
Very fake.
Can you still get those?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Okay. So if somebody wants to order an old one, do they just go through you? They can just go to your website and request it, or
They can go right to Lowell and Marty. They'll print an old one.
oh, okay. All right. And can you real quick? I know you're echoing, but can you real quick?
Sure.
Give the information on that.
Go to their website. www.madebymarley.co.uk.
Well done.
All right. All the echoing. All right, you guys. I'm gonna call this a wrap a little bit early this week because of all the technical issues, and I know I've tried to slide this in here, but Mercury is in retrograde, and even if you're not into astrology, sometimes electrical disturbances can happen. Of course, they happen to me a lot. It doesn't matter if it's a computer, it's going to break. But anyway, so we're gonna wrap this up just due to all the technical difficulties. And I know we got a good show next week. Lavon's going to be hosting. We'll have another 2 weeks, I believe, where Crystal is going to be on vacation, so we're going to miss her. But we're all excited to be here, and we will definitely see you guys next week. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I hope you definitely got something out of all this paint. I know I did. At least 12
Love you guys.
containers of it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.